Today we will be taking information about temples in ancient times. Temple in ancient times were built first and then the village community got created near to it. I will repeat, as against the popular logic or popular notion that people located themselves in communities or villages and then created temples for worship. The fact is exactly opposite. Temples were created first and then people located themselves near to the temples, creating community, villages and culture. Temple was the center of activities. A lot of information in this episode has been taken from our discussions with Praveen Chakravarti, and the rest is from authentic open public sources. So a temple used to be the center of activities or center of life. It used to be a bank, it used to be a school, and it used to be a wellness center. And the temple itself used to be very rich, so rich that it did not need to have any kanuk dabi, or as it is called today, the donation box. Indeed, till almost 1950, many temples in South India did not have a kanuk dabi. The temple itself had land given to it, which would be lent to people to cultivate, and those who cultivated would give a part of their produce to the government, sorry, to the temple. And what were the kind of activities that the temple would carry out other than the worship? It would support the village in dire times, many a times giving food to the entire village. The custom of Gava Jevan, or feeding the whole village, came from this. At the time of famine, the temple would take care of all needs of the whole village. The Panditji in the temple would also be the teacher for the students of the village. And thirdly, he being astrologer and Vaidya, he would also look after the well-being of the people in the village. Now we come to the interesting part. Suppose you wanted to light a lamp in the temple for the next 5 years. What would you do? The temple wouldn't accept for work like this a cash donation. And you see there are Deepamala in front of every temple. See, Deepamala would burn on ghee. So the person who wanted a light to be lit in the temple in his name or in front of the god, he would calculate backwards. To get this much ghee every day, how much milk would be required? To get that much milk, how many cows would be required? And he would give that many cows to the temple. and these cows would be handed over by the temple authorities to a person in nearby village. That person in the nearby village would look after those cows, take the milk, make buttermilk out of it, and whatever ghee was required for lighting the lamps, he would deliver it at regular intervals to the temple. The milk or rest of the ghee is his property. If the cows increased in number, that is his benefit. If the cows reduced in number, he would be making good the last number. And this is the way the thing would continue. Also, the flowers would come from different village. The blacksmith would be from a different village. The carpenter would also be from a different village. That is called as Panchakroshi, 5 villages around the village where the temple was situated would be getting variety of work related to the temple. And that is why, as I said earlier, the village center of activity would be the temple. The gathering place would be the temple, the learning place would be the temple, the get-well place also would be the temple, all in addition to the regular worship of the deity. As a result of which, the temple was a center of congregation, center of learning, center of nourishment, and also community support. This was the important role of temples. These were the centers of activity as of that time. We will be seeing more information about temples in episodes to come. Today we will stop here. Namaskar.